Hi.
Hi, this is the Tuesday podcast, and we have so much to cover today, including that this episode is brought to you by HelloFresh, the mealtime lifesaver for families on different schedules, whether you're feeding at once or juggling staggered dinners. HelloFresh makes it easy with 100 plus recipes and flexible plans to fit your routine. I mean, there's so much in there that we could talk about, including juggling staggered dinners. You know that's my life of staggered dinners. And actually, it's not staggered dinners. It's dinner 2, dinner 3, dinner 4.
Yeah. And I just feel like these days, like back in the day when the kids were younger, it was easier for me to cook one meal and then just everyone eat the meal. And then they would just like go to bed. Like they used to go to bed so early. Now they come home from school, they need a meal. And you want that meal to be like nutritious and delicious and have everything that
And
you
edible.
need. And edible, because they're often going off and playing sports for the night.
Yeah.
Now, the problem is that if a few of them eat it and then someone comes home later and then they want more food or they want a different meal, you need to be able to make a meal fast, and you don't want to just pick something up at like a fast food place. You want to be able to have anyone be able to create the meal, not just you, but also your kids and potentially your partner as well. And when you're the only one who knows how to cook, it's like you need an easy to read step by step with all the ingredients there, so someone else in the house can cook too.
It's kind of the biggest challenge is having everything there.
I know.
Like the idea and having it there. So when it's there, it's so nice to have it there because you don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
Because everyone's got different struggles at mealtime. Not everybody. But for some of us, we have fatigue.
Yeah.
Like I have dinner fatigue. I've got dinner fatigue where I am so tired of figuring out what's for dinner.
And then when the kids are like, they had this one where they call it, it's the Natalie meal. I'm like, this is a delicious meal, but they're just bored of it. But for me, it's easy because I just know how to do it and make it happen fast. And then when you get the idea and you like take out the meat for something, but you don't have all the ingredients to make it, and then you're like, never mind, I'll just put it away and I won't cook it. And then it goes to waste, or you had too much of one ingredient. And it's like, it's just like a hectic time. And it's like, this is one of the biggest things that moms think about when we're going back to school is, okay, now we actually have to have like organized meals.
And if you don't struggle with these ideas, I'm so jealous of you. Like I feel like I'm a chef all day that I'm so exhausted by the end of the day. It's like a masseuse who has to go home and masseuse their partner, even though I'm not a chef. But I'm sick.
Oh, yes.
Especially with fall, going back to fall and coming up and not having structure and having to think about actual food plan.
Yes.
Like food, because in the summertime, you can kind of get away with it a little bit more because they can eat at 3 o'clock.
Yes.
They can eat it at, 1 o'clock because there's not a lunch bell.
Yeah.
If your kid isn't in camp, which our kids aren't right now, so they're able to eat whenever. So the pressure of a meal when they get home from school is a lot less than it is in September, when the gong show is sideways and everyone's hungry for something. And the first question when they get in the car, what's for dinner? To the point where my kids' friends now, when they're over, they decide, because I have a lot of the neighborhood kids, they ask all the mums what's for dinner at each house.
Oh my gosh.
So then they can go to that house that they want for dinner.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
They do that. They're like, what's for dinner?
Yeah.
Like, they want to know if you're going to their house for dinner. What's for dinner first and what's for dinner here? I was like,
and it is so great when you can find a meal that you're like, oh my gosh, everybody likes this. It's easy to make. And I don't have a ton of like, a big one is I get really annoyed at the end of the week when there's a lot of waste. So I bought something, but I didn't incorporate it into my meal, or bought too much of something, or sometimes not enough of something.
Yes.
It's like, when people are like, you need this many pounds of this. It's like, I don't know what that is. Me neither. Measured out. This is for 2 to 4 people. Perfect.
Oh, guess what, Natalie? That's what HelloFresh is for. No matter how busy your week gets, HelloFresh helps you get a delicious dinner on the table. Try guessing if they will like dinner and try HelloFresh. Use code CATNAT50, that is CATNAT50, to get up to 50% off your first box.
That's great. Thank you so much for that.
You're very welcome. So I have done a life-changing thing in my life. Life-changing. I want to let you know. Life-changing.
Okay. Now, before you tell me what it is, I would just like to know, sometimes when we do life-changing things and they last like a month.
Nope.
This is a forever thing?
Yep.
What? Did you tell me about it?
No, because it happened on accident.
On accident. Hilarious. Guys, is it by accident or on accident?
I don't know.
I know.
What is it?
It's a big thing.
It is?
I mean, I was always by accident growing up, but kids these days say on accident.
Okay, it was on accident.
Weigh in.
So I
feel kind of jealous that you have a life-changing thing and I don't.
It's very easy for you to change.
Oh.
I officially have my own duvet in my bed, and my husband has his own duvet in his bed. We have our own duvets. I have my king. He has his king.
Okay, King.
Yes.
So Taylor and I were furniture shopping yesterday, and there was a bed that did like you, where it elevates and it separates.
I'm a senior citizen. Mm-hmm.
And Taylor got on the bed. She's like, "Oh my God, this is the laziest thing ever and amazing." She's like, "You could sit up and do your homework. You could go on your phone. You could watch TV, and then you just go like this." And I was like, "Yeah, Kat and Mark have that. Now you have separate duvets."
Yes.
Okay. Do you have separate sheets?
No. Yes, we do, because it's a split mattress. It's two twin XLs and a king.
So you're kind of in two beds pushed together.
It is a game changer. I am telling you, everyone should do it. If you all have a thing, and because us older people, and I'm going to call us old because we would never think about sleeping in two beds. I think my husband would be like, and I don't have room for two beds. I really don't have room. Mm-hmm. But to have your own duvet and not feel, because we always fight over the duvet all night. He says, I roll over. I like to nook. I like to roll myself. Oh my God. Just knowing that it's all mine is euphoric. It's euphoric. It is.
Okay. I have a question. Sheets.
Yeah.
Do you use sheets?
Like the bottom
top
sheet? I think you're a psycho if you like a top sheet. He loves a top sheet. I think you're a total psycho if you like a top sheet. I don't think you're normal.
I like a top sheet.
You're weird. That's weird.
Does he like a top sheet?
Yeah, he loves a top sheet. It's one more thing to get tangled in. It is literally...
not most of us are rolling around like banshees in the night.
So hilarious. I had Max and Tucker up at a cottage this weekend, and I made their beds before they got in, and like it's such a long story. Anyways, in the next morning they made their beds where they were supposed to make their beds. Mm-hmm. So Tucker's top sheet, totally normal where I left it. Like I even tucked them all in. Max.
Oh, so he slept on top of the sheet?
No, like he slept with the sheet, but he didn't roll around. Obviously, he just slept. He
also doesn't like a top sheet. He might have slept on top of it.
Max's rolled around,
twisted
at the bottom, half off. It was like it went in a spinning machine.
Why do you put a sheet on him if you don't like a sheet?
Because the bottom of the duvet, they catfished me. The top is really soft, but the bottom isn't. HomeSense totally catfished me on that one because you couldn't feel the bottom.
You would think it would be the same.
Exactly.
Oh.
Anyways, so he was, and I understand that pain because when I roll over, I get stuck in it like a washing machine. Anyway, so he gets a top sheet. I hate a top sheet. So
does Chloe use a top sheet?
Hates top sheet.
Olivia
sleeps dead.
But did she have a top sheet on her bed?
I don't know if she does.
Does Chloe?
Yes, they have top sheets on their bed up there. Yeah.
Do they use them?
Yeah, they do. They don't care about them. But me.
Yeah.
I just get a duvet.
Okay, so your husband and you both have fitted bottom sheets. You have your own. No, you don't have a top sheet.
I don't have one.
He has
we would share one.
Okay.
And I would kick it off and he would take it.
You would share. So individual bottoms, but
one blanket. And
one sheet.
One sheet. And I would kick it off and he would try to get it.
So what happens now with the sheet?
I don't know.
He
just have his own
sheet. But can you tuck?
Yeah, you can tuck it in between.
In between, you can tuck?
Yeah.
So he should have the top sheet, and then he has this duvet. Now, how do you make the bed?
Okay, so I saw online this crazy, because I've been obsessed with duvets. You know, I get into like a duvet, like you see the one I'm returning on the front step right now?
I did see that, yeah.
Actually, it's pretty good, but I am very particular about my duvets. Like, I'm a psycho.
How are you why is it just sitting on the front porch?
Amazon picks it up and takes it back.
Just like that?
Yep, just takes it back. Don't need a box, don't need anything.
You don't love it?
So a great duvet.
Yeah. I can't believe we don't have a bedding sponsor, by the way.
Duvet has to be light.
Yes.
But warm.
Okay.
But also cool.
Yeah.
And then it has to be fluffy.
Yeah.
And not wet and soggy. Like the right duvet can't be like heavy and it has to be dense, but not thick.
And you know that like if you go to a proper bedding place, everybody likes something different. Like when I go to my cousin's house, they have really light, like airy ones.
Yes.
I cannot have that. I need one to feel heavy.
But then that's very hot.
But I'm not like, unless I'm having an ish, I'm not that hot.
Yeah. So I like ones that are light, but then I put another blanket on top for the weight.
Yeah.
That I bought.
I do. I have a blanket too. Oh yeah, we bought it on our way.
I like them. Like I like to feel like I'm in a cupcake or like a cloud. So I saw this one online. Holy shit! So
did I see you DM them?
Yep.
I
don't know. No, I don't know if they ship to Canada.
I think they said yes.
They said yes. So now I have to go look. But what they do is
yes,
they put on like a king bed.
Yeah.
2 of the duvets with the same comforter. So it looks like it's one. So you can do the same duvet cover.
And do they, this is the only thing like a woman would really talk this much about, but when they make the bed of the king duvet.
Well, it's kind of like fluffy, right? So they're like,
it's just like, a fluffy, and then they put the thing over top.
Yeah.
So it looks like a normal bed.
Oh, it's a bed. It's exciting. I got into bed last night. I was like, oh my God, I don't have to
Did
feel
you buy
somebody.
a new cover? Or
I did so soft.
But what about the one that we bought when we were away?
Wait, that's a blanket. That's not a cover. That's just a blanket.
So what do you put on top of the 2 duvets?
I have my own duvet.
Yeah.
He has his own duvet.
Yeah.
And then I have my blanket that just goes over me too, because I like a blanket on top.
But how do you put something over the whole bed to make it?
Oh, that would just be that blanket, and then I pull it over at nighttime because he kicks it off.
So that blanket
Is my other piece.
And then the blanket.
I'll
we
show
bought
you
when we were
upstairs.
away. What's that blanket for?
That's that blanket.
Yeah.
That goes over.
Oh, that's
yeah.
the one you mean.
Yeah.
So it looks like a proper bed.
Yeah.
But then when you're sleeping, you just take it.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise the bed would look weird. Maybe.
I don't care who's in my room. Just me. Right now we have 2 different colored duvets. He at first he's like, why do we have so many blankets? And I was like this. Shh. Just shh. Shh. And then he'll get used to it and he'll be fine with it. Like, what does he care?
What does he
like,
care?
I'm not stealing his blanket anymore.
No.
And I am in a fluffy.
Do you have the new duvet yet?
Yeah, it's in my bed.
What's the one you were just DMing people about?
Well, I will search forever.
Okay, so you're not.
I got one off Amazon, and I
Mm.
gave him the bad one. He doesn't care.
No.
It's thin.
Yeah.
He gets hot easily.
Mm.
I was like, I need foof. So I gave him the bad one, which he doesn't. And to him, it's not bad. Like,
Okay.
it's a blanket.
I was away
When I show it to you, you're gonna be like, we need to get
I
these.
don't
They are
really-
$600.
I don't. Each individual one?
Mm-hmm.
The one, but you don't have it yet.
I didn't buy it.
Not yet.
Well, if it's kind of coming from America, I have to pay 30% on that. I can't pay that.
Okay,
I can't do that.
And it's, how do you know it's as good?
Oh my God, you look at it, Natalie, and
You
it
look at it.
Well, you could see all the socials. I think when someone has a strong social,
Is that all they make is the duvet?
they mix something else too, but the duvets are like, you can go for the
I'm
thinner.
freaking getting one. If
Well,
you can, after I
you
try
can
yours, I'm
see
getting
the
it.
thinner one and you can see the thick one, but the thick one looks like just like you're jumping into a cloud. Like just being, you'll love the thick one
Yeah.
because you'll be like, oh my
Yeah.
God, you won't find you.
And I don't need to share one because we don't really pull and tug. Like I don't
It
sleep
will
like you.
change your life.
But I would get a nicer duvet. When I was in the Cape, I met with someone. He told me, and I don't know if he's an investor, but it is a mat. And he says he has them in all of his houses. He will there's a travel one. You put it underneath you and you get your own temperature of your bed. Because he's like, my wife has a different temperature that she
Remember
wants.
My husband tried to buy that for me. But
Oh.
it wasn't a mat like that.
Oh, so he's like obsessed. And I'm like, but what happens if you go to a hotel? And he's like, you know, 'cause
See,
you don't want too many things.
Mine go up and down. Like I start cold.
It works with you, with your body. So it's attached to your.
and then I get hot. And then I don't want that.
No, it's too much.
I want the blanket.
That's not too much.
I want the blanket that I can put the leg out.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to put my foot
Yeah.
out if I get hot.
So this thing, it tracks because he's like, I like to slowly cool down in the night, and then I like to
Warm back up in
or
the
whatever. And so it followed his natural rhythm of the body that he the temperature that he wanted.
That seems so extra. I'm just looking for a big ass expensive duvet that I can wrap myself up in and not have anyone move.
Yeah.
It is. Oh my God, Natalie.
Wait, you don't even know. You're not there yet.
I have my own duvet.
Oh, but you don't have the good one yet.
Well, I have my old one, which is really good.
Oh, okay.
It's the hotel one that I bought
Oh,
I've had
yeah.
it forever.
Yeah.
It was a lot less expensive than it is now.
Well, I've had some I did some audits with my pillows yesterday because that's what it's like I only think about my bed when I'm going to sleep. And then when I'm in there, I'm so annoyed.
Pillows are expensive.
Yeah.
I got new pillows too for the kids.
Lately?
Mm-hmm.
They don't like the ones they got?
Mm-mm.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
My daughter tried to tell me it wasn't good either.
It's not good.
And I convinced her it is good.
Mm-mm.
Stop it.
No, I got them good ones. They're $200 each, but it was BOGO, so I bought one each.
How'd you know where to get those? And how'd you know which
Because
ones they
liked
liked?
mine, and I have a really good one.
Oh, do you do like a Tempur-Pedic?
No, but it's not. It's not.
But it's a spongy?
jelly cold.
Yeah. I don't like those, but my husband and Teddy do.
Yeah, it's so crazy, you guys. Sleeping could be a full-time profession, and I can't believe I waited this long to do that. I just can't believe what was I waiting for? It is I'm so happy. I'm so happy I have my own blanket. And if he suggests we share one, fuck no, never again.
And why would he?
You know what? Now at every hotel, I'm gonna have to get my own blanket. Like I'm not gonna be able to share a blanket.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, we don't share blankets. So
I'm saying I'm away with him. If I have,
when are you away with him?
exactly, not like, but I just, it's done. That's it.
Well,
And it might be hard to share with my kids now too. They might have to bring their own blankets when they share a bed with me.
and when you say
Sorry,
blanket,
kids.
you mean duvet.
Duvet.
Okay.
I only do a duvet.
Yeah.
I don't like a comforter.
No.
I only do a duvet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't want sponge.
No.
I want feathers.
Yeah. No.
Don't want to kill a duck, but if I do, I'm sorry, duck.
Oh my.
I mean, everyone, everyone's like, it's so mean. I'm like, do you eat meat? That's meaner. At least if they can grow the feathers back.
Well, I mean,
They're
I
just
did go for
naked.
this full consultation at this bedding place, and we went through all the different feathers.
Yeah, white feathers.
And then there's this particular animal that has a feather, and you're only allowed to pick a certain amount of feathers from that kind of bird per year and then it has to be the way how the feathers and anyways, the duvet I think was like $20,000, and I was like,
that Drake has that.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. And then she brought me out all the little vials of all the little feathers to show me the different colors, and it was a really cool experience. I didn't buy anything.
Yeah, you just sat there and wasted her time.
But I have everything on, like, it's all remembered, so that when I get that urge again,
You're not. I won't let you buy a $20,000.
no,
duvet.
I would not. That's not on my profile.
Yeah. Okay.
I picked the ones that I wanted, including everything, and saved it there. So when I get the urge,
What's the total?
I don't know if I knew the total, but I also got 20% off.
Wow.
So
$7, $20, $10, $50,000.
I think it included a mattress. So it might have been like, if I'm going to have to guess, I would say it came to like maybe 8,000.
I really can't believe the people who just get in bed and go to sleep with like
Then they don't even care.
Yeah, no.
I see it all the time.
I can't believe it.
My kids have
With
cousins.
like a sheet, I can't believe it.
Who
I'm like,
sleep
a quilt? If you have a quilt, just a quilt? You sleep with only a quilt?
There's a cousin that we have, and she has like a knitted blanket that her grandma, that's what she puts on her, and she
Just
doesn't
sleep
even
with-
go under the duvet.
I don't know who you are. I actually think you have a tiny bit of psychonism.
Well, I would have to say there must be easier people in general, because they're just tired and just go to bed.
I guess it's so important to me. I
I
want to
know.
be so cozy. I want
know.
to feel it on my face. I want to get like,
I think all of my kids have a pretty like they don't. I mean, I don't know if they went to a hotel with a bad bed if they wouldn't like sleep, but obviously we've given them a standard of bed, right?
I love bed. I can't believe the people who don't.
Mm.
Just get in there.
Ever since I've been home from the Cape, my bed has been so good. But I do go through some
lazy.
I do go through some phases where
You get the ick from your
my
bed.
bed just doesn't feel as soft. Right now, it is just feeling so good. But I have to say, on the furniture train, Taylor and I went and probably tried out 400 couches yesterday.
I can't believe you lasted that long.
Maybe that's why I was so tired yesterday, Taylor said. It is crazy that you could try that many couches and
not
none
see
of
one.
them be right. That one's too deep. That one's too low. That one's too lazy. That one's too high.
Have you ever sat on one you loved?
I think there was one, and I didn't give it too much time because it felt really good. And then I saw how expensive it was, and I said, quickly get off.
Okay.
You
But
know?
you like the height, you like the size, you liked everything.
Yeah, but it was in I was like, what color is this, Taylor? Because the lighting was kind of dim, and it almost looked like it would be like almost like a black, but it had an undertone of a green, and I would not want that. But the way that it felt, you just knew it was expensive.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, but then some really stylish. I mean, it's crazy people that buy furniture that's so uncomfortable too.
You don't sit in them. You just walk
Yeah.
in and look at them. It's
Yeah.
to look cool.
Yeah.
I never want a house that looks cool.
Well, I was just recently in a house that was really cool, and I was like, oh, this couch. And then they were like, this is where you sit with people and you chat and you drink, but the living room over there is where you have the cozy couch. And I was
I want to be comfortable when I'm sitting and drinking too, by the way. I don't want to be uncomfortable when I'm sitting and drinking. I want to be comfortable at all times. Yeah, no, I highly recommend you doing something for yourself, even if it's as small as getting your own blanket.
or getting your own, like, really, like, trying out different pillows and finding one that you like. Because I think a lot of times we just end up with pillows that end
We've
up
had
on our
for-
beds.
since 1979.
And then you're like, oh my gosh, if I got a really nice pillow, I would feel so much more comfortable.
Oh, I agree with you 100%.
Actually, after I edited all my pillows yesterday, I ended up on one thinking that I liked it, but I actually don't like it.
Oh, great. Did you get rid of the one you liked?
No, there's 8 pillows on the bed, but it was because Mark likes those sponge ones.
Yeah.
I don't like, because the way how I sleep, I think it's not at the right part, so I have to go and I just have to get a soft one. I like a soft
So you're
one.
gonna get more. You're gonna go get pillows today
No, I think I have them
somewhere.
on the bed. Just I chose
You
the
have to
wrong
find.
one.
Oh, to go to sleep. I would just. God, we're weird. I know this is so weird. You're like, what do you? You're thinking. Well, would your husband be offended if you got your own blanket, or he wouldn't care?
Mark would probably care more than your Mark would care, but I actually don't need it. Like I that's not something I feel like we're fighting over. Like I don't roll around. I literally just go from like up to side to front, but like my body doesn't move with
And
the
you
sheets.
don't feel him move.
Nope.
He doesn't take the sheets with him.
Nope.
He
Very rarely.
you both are dead sleepers.
Yeah, we're both just like we move in our position.
Wow.
Now, I have lots of things that bother me about the sleeping. Like, like sometimes when he turns over, his whole body acts like he's 400 pounds
Yeah.
and he rolls over, but he doesn't do that very often.
Okay.
Generally, we're both pretty
Even sleepers.
Yeah. Oh, when those feet creep over.
I have a line because I've got my own mattress.
Mark would put his foot. He likes to
I'm like,
foot
sorry,
cut
but you
footsie.
do you see the border? That's
Yeah.
it. This is the border.
Do you think I should draw a line?
I'm not even lying that this is not like this is actually mine. This is a fact. Like
This is made.
in a court of law, this
Is
is
my
mine.
side.
This is my spot, my side.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that you're all the way on the side too. Because we used to be like, my blanket's all the way on the side. If I really wanted to share a blanket, I should have got a Cali King blanket.
But you don't need to share because you find
I
an
am
alternative.
So much happier. I'm so happy I found it this early in my life and that I don't have to go much longer. Like I don't have to spend the second half of my life sharing a blanket.
Okay,
I don't feel like many people have their own blanket. I feel like I've started something. Like
Okay.
I feel like
And be clear, she means duvet, not blanket.
I feel like this is revolutionary, quite honestly.
Okay,
I
well,
don't feel like many people take their own space in bed. Like be loud, not in bed. Just like be loud, take your space, like own it. Why not in my bed? I want my bed. I want my bed for me. I share it with you. Doesn't mean I need to compromise what I want in my bed. It's my bed.
There you go.
Right?
I also 6 more. I still have, so the other thing when we're talking about furniture is I have reached, and maybe this happens to you guys, I have reached the breaking point with my couch.
Lots of people give so many great suggestions.
What'd they say?
I told you, I sent you
Like, different companies.
yeah, there's so many companies I had no idea about in Canada.
Because if you Google it, there's only like 5 that come up and you're like, there's got to be more.
Yeah, there's got to be more. And there is more, but no one advertises. It's so weird that you don't know about it. You know that company we were talking to today? We had the phone call when I was in the car. You were in the car?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know. We just had it right now. I'm like, if you hadn't met someone, why did no one reach out sooner? Like,
Yeah.
it's so interesting to me that,
I think
and
about that a lot.
I've never heard of you before. So why now?
I feel like I have.
Reach out.
No.
Or heard from them.
Yeah, about them.
No, but they never reach out
No.
to us. But they're like, we would love to. I'm like,
I know.
huh?
I know.
So many companies.
I just think that there's so many things in life like that where it's like people will be like, so this is so you and me, but we were in the Cape and we went to a restaurant.
Yeah.
And Mark walked to the hostess. We all kind of walked in. He went to the hostess and he said, how long for a table? And she said 2 hours.
Whoa.
So I walk into the restaurant. I see a table is leaving. I go to the server, and when it's a good server, it's their profession to serve.
Yeah.
And he had served me a year prior, and I remembered him. He's a professional server.
Yeah.
And so I go up to him. I was like, could this table be available? I have 6 people. And he was like, oh yeah, sure. Let's just clean this up. And then he goes over to the hostess and he tells her that basically I'm getting the table, and she sees that I'm with the family. She just said for 2 hours. And I just went like a stare. And I see her a cute smile. She laughed. She's like, okay. It's like,
did you bump people?
No, I mean, I think it was just like, the servers had a lot of, like the manager was probably like, don't it's busy and they're doing what they can manage. But I knew that he was the type of server who wanted another tip. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There wasn't people waiting. You were like,
No.
I'm going to jump this line and take this table.
I mean, that's potentially happened. I did not ask, but I was just kind of like, I feel like they're going to say no, but I think it's a yes. And there was other tables available later too. So they could have given them the table. I feel like so often, and we know this, people will say no and no, that can't happen. And no, that's not possible. And just because it's a rule.
Well,
In life.
when I was a hostess, which I was a hostess, and so was Natalie. Natalie was a hostess too. It was sometimes, like you said, the kitchen is so slammed that it would be bad service and they just need to like catch up because the shit is sideways.
Yeah.
So you're like, and some places they make you have like this 2-hour window because it fucks up all the other reservations. So if you begin to screw everything else, but if you're a really strong server, you make it work and you make it happen.
And the other thing is, what a lot of people don't know sometimes is they'll be like, no, we can't seat you. And you're like, okay, what time is the reservation coming in? And let's say it's like 5:15. They're like, the people are coming at 7. You're like, we'll be out of here by then.
Always. Because I don't want to sit here. Just feed me and get me the heck out.
I'm not going to be your linger.
Because they can't ask you to leave.
Right. So you like, if sometimes if you can say, well, what is there people that are coming? I'm only going to be an hour. Now your server and your restaurant and everybody makes more money and I'll be out of your hair.
Mine is, well, it has to be in 2 hours. I'm like, that's on you. Can you feed me in 2 hours?
Yeah.
I will eat and go.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for conversation. I'm looking to eat. But if I'm going to wait for 2 hours, then nothing I can do about that.
And that's kind of the way that like we were, like in Canada and America, like in Europe, it's different. People linger. They have experiences.
No, they
have
ran with COVID in
appetizers.
Ontario. They ran with COVID in Ontario and they never ended it. Now most tables are 2 hours.
Yeah, but I'm saying like us, like a lot of people eat fast and expect fast service. Whereas, you know, in Europe, it's like you start with the bread, you have an appetizer, you have a dinner, you have a dessert, you have an aperitif. Like all this is an experience.
I think it used to be you'd go out for dinner and it would be hours.
I never did. I mean, you eat your food as fast as you can get it before anyone else has
I
it.
don't love, but I remember when we were before kids, we would go with everyone would go out for dinner. It was like 9 o'clock and you wouldn't be, that was your night out. And then you would drink and stay at the table. Like you would sit around and talk. And like SDK was like that. You wouldn't leave the table. It would just be like where you would keep going at the table. And I feel like now that they have 2 hour, it's like you have your, COVID was 2 hours. That is something they never got rid of. They kept that in place. You have 2 hours, and a lot of time when you're looking at the reservation now, it's like you have 2 hours for this reservation. Like click yes.
And back in the day, there were some restaurants that did that.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I would serve people and they wouldn't fucking leave.
Oh yeah.
And they wouldn't keep ordering. I'm like, it is like, leave.
Yeah.
Like you're not even ordering.
Yeah, go home and sit on your couch and
they're
drink.
like, it's rude to close out if they're, and I'm like, not leaving. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
At one point when my manager and I were besties, I was like, 8 is 10:30. We close at 11.
Yeah.
I'll do last call.
Yeah.
And I'm giving them the bill.
Yeah.
Like y'all can
I
stay.
always have to ask for the bill these days. Like now, I guess they've like relaxed and stuff. It's like I have to find them to get the bill. Like last night, we even had dessert. I had to find them.
Sounds
to get
like
the
it was very busy last night. Sounds like they were slammed. Sounds like they were. Anyways, weird COVID things and life changing moments for me. Life changing.
I guess my life changing moment is that I finally have tomatoes that grow.
Life change
Every day I pick my fruit and I eat it. Every day.
Just little things that matter. And that little thing is so big to me. I feel like a grown up. I'm not following a rule, but I love it.
I know, right? I'm making my own rules.
I'm making that rule, and you can make it too.
Yeah.
And go spend money on a good duvet.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for you to get yours, and I'll try it, and then I'll buy
I
it.
I haven't ordered it. I'm going to show it to you, and you're going to be like this. Oh my God.
Send us duvet.
And if it's not good, it has to be a return policy, because right now I've ordered 3 and I've returned 3.
Yeah, exactly. Try before you buy.
I
Bye,
mean,
guys.
it's not always the way. Bye, guys.